Hey, everybody.
Welcome to Near Me Condition.
Yes.
A channel where you can be part of a positive, honest community and lay claim to some comic book knowledge. And look at those beautiful faces over there.
All the way from across the pond. Are we across the pond, Dan?
No, we're across the lake.
We're across the lake. We're same time zone though, not 13 hours.
Vacation's not over.
Vacation is not over. I am an idiot. I planned something with my daughter and my buddy Dan back to back from our trip to Japan. So we are here at TFCon in Toronto, Canada, which, oh my gosh, we love this place. Everybody's so wonderful, and I found a lot of cool stuff already, and it's been wonderful. So
Lawyer Dan and Miss Lydia, what a pleasant addition.
We're
We all know you're just in the next room.
Yes, because we all know I love collecting wall art like this in the next room. That is correct.
No, hold up you got an official band thingamabobber.
Oh no, we made some friends that
I got a wasp
that gave us like bands. So I have a Dinobot.
That's awesome. How cool is that? Dan, did you get one?
No.
I did not.
He was a little shy to ask, but you know me, I'm not shy to ask for anything. So I was like, I'll take a Dinobot. Please stop digging in your bag. But I didn't mean it. I was like, I really hope she finds it. you all can go.
Wait, Omar, you're a dork. You're wearing Astro Boy. Dan and Lydia representing with Transformers.
Yeah.
Okay, wait. First of all, I've had pictures taken of me in this shirt. So people were like, that's an amazing shirt. And I'm like, thank you. I found it in Japan.
Well, speaking of which, this is the shirt I found in Japan this year at the Marvel store. And I love it.
Hold it up. There you go.
Deadpool is just everybody.
Omar, did your hair grow? No, I didn't use
Wait,
conditioner this morning, so my hair did not grow. It's just poofy.
I need help. Put it back.
What back?
There we go. Yeah. Okay, so there's Black Widow. I don't know who that is in the background. Like
Nick Fury. It has to be Nick Fury, right?
Oh, thanks, baby.
I got you. All right. Let's go back to the chat. Yeah. So thank you everybody for being here. We have, oh my gosh, so much has happened. We were gone for a couple of weeks. It still feels like I'm not back because so much jet lag and lack of sleep, and then coming back, taking care of my dad and going to the doctors, and Melanie took him to the doctor yesterday, which thank you so much, my love, because I was out of the country again. And on top of that, while I was with my dad at the doctor's office, we hit 100,000 subscribers, and it was amazing. Like, I was showing my dad, and my dad has no idea what it means, but he saw how happy I was, so he was really happy for me. And yeah, it's definitely a huge milestone. I made a post about it, how it took 3 months to get to 100 subscribers, and it took 8 years to get to 100K. And it's been a lot of work, and it's been really, really stressful at times, but it's been a wonderful, amazing, and beautiful ride. Like, I love doing this, and it's great. I can't imagine, like, people have asked me, my friends have asked me, like, do I ever see myself going back to like corporate America, the real world, like be a grown up again? And I'm like, no, absolutely not. I don't miss that at all.
I'm glad MK fan 786 that we could help.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, so no, actually 7 months ago, baby. How long have I been Deadpool fan?
Well, you can't even remember his name, so I assume just a couple of months.
My pick last year was Deadpool and Cable.
It was.
So actually more than 7 months, like a year. There are already some great questions here, and we have a
Bailey, how are you, buddy? Yeah, so if you've emailed me or left a comment for the last couple of weeks, I have not been able to get back to anybody. I'm sorry. I will do my darnest to try to get back to people.
Our days were nonstop. It was get up, go.
The 5 Wolverine costumes and why they suck. I was never a fan of the Fang costume. I thought it was dumb to begin with, and I hated that he took it. So that one, the jungle, what was it? The jungle costume that was called the Savage Land costume. That's one of the worst ones of all time. I don't know if it made it into the. It was part of the animated show, but it was a toy, is the way that I remember it. And oh my gosh, that was a horrible toy. It was like shirtless Wolverine. I tell you, the absolute worst one though is the one with the the cowl over his face because he has no nose, bone claws, and he looks like an ogre. Oh, I hated that costume.
Oops,
I hated that costume.
Do better, Omar. Oh wait, I was thinking about the question John was asking. Perhaps he's talking about like, why didn't you answer things while you're in Japan?
Oh no, I'm so sorry. The Marvel Now Wolverine costume is awful. The shirtless Grant Morrison and Frank Quitely with the leather jacket, I hated that one too. I was like, this is so stupid. Like Wolverine became a leather daddy, but he forgot to put the shirt on, or maybe he didn't. Maybe he didn't. Dude, what's up, Lionheart? Speaking of Wolverine, can you explain the hot claws for me? I don't know. I don't think they ever. When he came back from the dead, he had hot claws. Hot claws.
Is it because he went to hell? Because he went to hell? I don't know. I didn't read the story.
One storyline where Wolverine goes to hell. They made a whole omnibus about it. But no, he went to purgatory, I think. Oh, thank you so much, Carlo.
This is no, because I don't have Twitter or X or whatever it's called.
I did.
He just wrote an intro for his Justice League omnibus. For real?
Yeah, my buddy
like
DJ.
The whole intro's on the tweet?
No. So how it happens is people here. What I like to remind people though is don't get too excited, because I remember some tweets from people that were like, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna work on that cover for that upcoming omnibus." That was 6 years ago. Looking at you, J.H. Williams.
Oh,
telling me about the Prometheus.
I like J.H. Williams.
But
so
there was a tweet that he replied back like, "Hey, when are we gonna get your Justice League and Omnibus edition?" He said, "I just wrote the intro for it." So people are really excited. BJ is the one that shared that with our group chat, and I assume it's going to be mapped with no justice because that was never collected in the deluxe edition. So
was Hot Claws related to the Phoenix?
That was the manga Hot Claws. I don't think the like 616 Hot Claws was. I can't believe we're talking about Wolverine's Hot Claws. That's what you all waited to talk about. And then she's probably the most underrated channel on YouTube. The quality work, the importance for the comic community. It deserves a million. Oh, thank you, Carlos. That is so sweet. I will take.
No, Timberwolf Studios is highly underrated as well. Go check them out.
Okay. Yes. There's a lot of highly underrated
channels. Comics. It's about anime.
And thank you everybody for the congratulations. And it's been crazy and so surreal, like to hit 100K. Like I pride myself in doing it honestly, never buying a subscriber or a like. Remember when people were like those services would offer us, Melanie, like you can like pay $50 and get 100 subscribers. I can't remember what the prices were. And I was like, I'm not going to do that. I want real people watching me. I'm not going to pay because the way that it works is the more subscribers and the more watches and the more likes that your videos get, the algorithm throws it into a big, like, must watch list for other people to view. But it all went to crap a couple of years ago because Google and YouTube changed some rules. So all the people that paid for that stuff, like, I mean, I don't know, maybe the payoff was good for them. I don't know. But I like to think that I did it honestly, and I did it, not by myself. There's a lot of people that played a big part in this, including my wonderful wife, who is in another country right now. She's in the US and I am in Canada.
Technically in another country. Philip, thank you so much for the super chat.
My buddy Philip, thank you, buddy. We are all leaving now. Sorry. Is that the way it works?
No.
If you get me to 100K and then you leave, I'm serious. Thank you, man. Yeah, I mean, in my original crew, Andrew, Tina, Dan, Rob, Maddie, Amanda.
Are Dana Lydia still in the room?
and Matt. No, they left.
Okay, I was gonna say they should go down to the con.
They're downstairs shopping, and I'm like, I told her
good.
just haggle with people. I'm trying to teach her to haggle. It's very important to teach your kids.
Haggling is stressful. Remember what I did years ago? And I was like, oh, I've got some.
Well, my wife is awful.
I open up my wallet and plainly see a 10.
My wife is awful at haggling. Like, I think people just feel sorry for her sometimes. They're like, what? I'm not.
Well, thank you for another.
Well, thank you, Philip. But okay,
I've not been here since the beginning, but I've been here for a long time. I remember the first time I saw you subbing in on Omnibus, and I was like, who is this guy? And I've been a blast of cigarettes ever since.
I have made a lot of friends because of this channel. Like, there are people that I consider friends, you know, like Jess is one of my closest friends. I love Peter. Like, we talk things outside of comics, which feels so weird at times. So sometimes, you know, we lean on each other, and that's what's really important to me. That's right. Walking away. That's what I taught Melanie.
Yeah,
whenever
he walked away, and then he was like, okay, let's go down the street and eat Wendy's and wait for them to call. And they did.
They did. Like, that's the way, that's what I try to tell everybody when people handling with like cars and stuff. I'm like, be ready to make people mad and be ready to walk away. But at the end of the day, somebody will call you back. Omar went across the border with his lawyer. Is he on the run? No, Dan's making deals right now.
So we will have a live chat dedicated to celebrating 100K on Monday, 6 p.m. Eastern, this Monday. And it's not the giveaway one, though. There's no way we're ready for that. Oh, that'll be in the future. That'll be Saturday morning sometime. So it's not the giveaway one. It's just, hey, yay, we made 100K. These screenshots, like, how drunk did you get? Y'all, I still feel like maybe this will make this feel like real life. Real life feels surreal coming back from Japan, and I slept for like 16 hours. Started yesterday afternoon. It was just like, yay, we made 100K, but I don't feel like anything's real right now, and my brain is just like not working very properly. That's not even correct grammar. So I think Monday when we had that live chat, it'll feel more real. We'll be like, yay.
I tell you what was weird for me is like coming back from Japan and immediately going back to work. I was like, oh, I got to read this. I got to finish reading this. I got to go ahead and film this. I got to edit this. And I thought, now that feels like being back home. The minute I was behind the camera filming, what was it? It was one of the Omnibus.
Yeah, this is starting to ground me, like being on the live stream. Like, okay.
Yeah, it's like, you know, because it's work for me. But I love it. And it's like I'm talking about, what was it? What the heck did I recorded 3 videos before I left to go to Canada. What the heck was it, Melanie? Captain America White.
Wait, Fantastic Four? You had that Omni.
No. That's for old reader, new reader.
Oh.
Good morning, Omar and Melanie. Congratulations on the 100K. You all built this community without any gimmicks, red eyes, or negativity.
What's red eyes? Is it like crying your eyes out and not really meaning it?
You got to this milestone your way. What a great way to return to the U.S. Thank you.
Do you know what it means, baby? Sorry, I'm like cutting into your celebration because I'm really like, can somebody please explain red eyes?
So you prefer yellow spandex?
Oh, sorry, baby.
Yes, I do. Congrats on 100K, you beautiful soul. You deserve it. You deserve it too, Omar. I guess.
Hate it.
Thank
you for the super
Wolverine
chat.
Wears a wool sweater. Why would he wear a shirt over a jacket? No, like t-shirt under the jacket. He's got to have some sensibility.
Omar, red eyes is angry eyes?
Oh, angry
eyes?
eyes?
Blurry eyes.
Like being angry at the comic community. I think there's a lot of channels that already do that.
Devil's lettuce. I get that. Omar is in. Somebody was asking, like, where are you at?
I am in a hotel room. I'm at a Hilton in Toronto, Canada. I'm actually getting together with my buddy Alex. Project Viking.
Why? Oh, I forgot. Dang, damn it. I'm jealous.
Chris also has a wonderful, wonderful podcast, the Marvel Ultimate Alliance, which I'm going to be on, I think, this month, if he still has time for me. Morning, everyone. I haven't been on for a while. Hawkeye, what's up, buddy? Been busy, but congrats on 100K. Thank you so much. if you're not a TF Con but still want to talk about Transformers this weekend, join the NMC book club tomorrow where we're talking about Transformers by Daniel Warren Johnson, one of the greatest Patreon perks available.
Where have you been? And I hope you'll be able to join. So unfortunately, Omar won't be able to join that. But that's part of our Patreon tier, the $7.77 engagement tier. And that's via Zoom. I'll send out a link tomorrow where we could talk about Transformers. So you never did answer the question. You're at TFCon. You said, I'm in a hotel room in Canada. Why?
I came back from Japan, had a day at home, and then we took off to go to Toronto, which has been fun because it's me and my oldest daughter and one of my best friends, Dan, without fear. I was looking.
Man, I was like, I wonder if they're there yet. When I woke up from my nap on the couch and you FaceTime me from Niagara Falls, I was like, wow, I'll watch more Amazing World of Gumball and fall asleep.
I haven't been to Niagara Falls since like 1999. First of all, I haven't been to I've flown into Canada, with Melanie and where I used to work. I used to fly into Canada like 4 times a year, but I haven't driven to Canada since 1999. I forgot, now they check for your passport because the last time I came to Canada, they didn't check for passports. You just paid I think it was even like a bridge toll or something, and you just went through.
James, I did read A Court of Thorns and Roses, and I learned it. No, I almost gave up on it. I'm like, oh, this isn't for me. And it got violent, and I'm like, okay, it's fine. I want to know what happens. I finished it when I got home. And so, yeah. So I gave it a shot. The equivalent of the $1 store in Japan, 100 yen. I got Pingu. I'm gonna wear it sometime soon. Pingu hair clips. That's it. I starred a couple of questions from many minutes ago.
Really quick, I want to give a big thank you to the people that kept the Saturday live stream going. Maddie and Amanda, and I know she had Lee join, so thank you so much to both of those wonderful ladies. Amanda and I will be back on Wednesday with, I think, a recap of all the movie because we're excited. We haven't talked about movie stuff in 3 weeks. And Maddie's bringing old reader, new reader back on Tuesday at 8 p.m. And then, of course, we'll have a 100K celebration at 6 p.m. I'm going to see who can join us. I know it's last minute, but I'll ask some wonderful folks, that anybody that wants to partake in that for a little bit, to come in and say hi.
Oh, good. Brian was saying, good shows, by the way. They were fun.
Oh, yes. And then, of course, Dom of X, Omnidog, Taylor Talks Comics, and Webhead Chris, they took over the Saturday live stream last Saturday. And I just want to thank them so much for doing that. So what I'm trying to say is that it took 6 people to replace me. So remember that, Melanie and everybody watching.
All right. How about you answer this question? Any news on the Krakoa X-Men Omni?
I've got more announcements coming. I'm waiting for, let's see, some I'm waiting for content and some I'm waiting for covers. But the announcements should be coming back. Hopefully I can get some approved before this big thing that's happening, San Diego Comic-Con, and every comic company is going to be super busy. And I'm actually going to have a special guest on the show after he makes his announcement at San Diego Comic-Con. He reached out to me.
That box came in, by the way.
Oh, did it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm very excited to talk about this guy. He's one of my favorite creators, and he's doing his own thing, and he wanted to make an announcement at San Diego Comic-Con, and he was like, don't say anything about the box until this day. And I was like, absolutely. So we'll see.
And we have a super chat. I just want to get to Bailey's that I started a long time ago. Any chance we get a reprint of that random Marvel Knights Omni by Joe? Trying to collect all Daredevil Omnis.
The best way to get those, of course, Bailey, is to vote for them. I'm honestly, that would be the one Daredevil omnibus besides Daredevil Silver Age Volume 1 that hasn't been reprinted. You guys have made all the other ones get reprinted. It's if you think about how many votes that it takes and how many, Daredevil gets a lot of love. I always joke about Spider-Man and X-Men, but Daredevil gets a lot of love. I guess people really enjoy his runs or want to try them out. So
Doc Holiday.
Doc Holiday, what's up, buddy?
He's got a difficult question for you.
Out of these, the top 5 DC weapons to own. I love that you went with Captain.
And why? Got the English teacher question going there. You guys explain yourself.
Lasso of Truth could be fun. I'm going to take the Lasso of Truth. I'd have so much fun with that one. Tell me how you really feel. Why can't I get
ring.
a loan? Green Lantern ring, absolutely. Because it's will, right? Like willpower. Morpheus helmet would be treadmill.
Green Lantern ring, because also like you could whatever you imagine, right? Like you could be creative. I'm all
time travel, absolutely. Oh, man, this is hard because some of these are really good. So the treadmill for the time travel, the Mobius chair to answer everything, nth metal because of so important because of Scott Snyder. So I would go with nth metal. Is that it? Mobius chair, treadmill, nth metal, Lasso of Truth, and Green Lantern ring. Yeah, those are my 5. Omar, I thought the hand kidnapped you and your family. No, not yet. You guys should have taken the 3rd live stream off till you felt better. Oh, back to business, man. Back to business. But thank you so much. Wait, what are you doing in Canada? I am at TFCon, Transformers convention with my daughter and my buddy Dan, picking up things like this ridiculous third-party Cyclonus.
Here, there you go.
Look at that. What a pretty boy. Look at that. Cyclonus.
What a pretty boy. Yeah, good thing Toronto's in the Eastern time zone.
Oh, man. Thank God for that.
Don't change that. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, don't.
Viva Peru, carajo, Jack Ferry. I thought about you when Peru lost. And I told my dad, I'm like, this is why I tell everybody we're from Argentina, Dad. I ain't got time for nonsense. Hey, Omar, I have all the deluxe hardcovers of Ultimate Spider-Man and the Death of Ultimate Spider-Man. I have planned on getting Ultimate FF, X-Men, and Ultimates, including Ultimatum. What do you think? If you enjoy that, absolutely go for it. The Ultimate Deluxe editions, I think there's, 11 volumes? No, there's a 12th volume too. Yeah. Those all cover the same thing that the Omnis do. I don't know what Omnibus Volume 4 is going to, or 5 is going to reprint or collect. So that's the one that I don't know yet, how it'll be different than the Death of. I always chuckle when Will Power wins in IndyCar. Anyway, I'm waiting for someone presenting him as Green Lantern one day.
Hi, Glenn2K12. Congrats on 100K. I've been gone a year due to my family and my mom passing. I hope you're both doing well. We are, and I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, man, I'm so sorry to hear that too.
It's good. It's good to see you. I reorganized my room, and turns out I can only put 1 more bookshelf. I'll probably get a 6 instead of 5. I usually get. I plan to collect Batman, Superman, Flash, Daredevil, X-Men. Any suggestions?
Out of those? Wait. X-Men. Oh, X-Men. Yeah, go with X-Men. Go with X-Men every time. Every time.
Do you think we'll ever get a Daredevil by Diggle omnibus? Basically, Shadowland.
That was the book. Thank you so much. So I did Shadowland. What was the other book? Because one of them goes live tomorrow. House of M Companion. That was the other book. I actually need to plan that. I did. I decided to roll out on my wife. So I don't know. I don't think there's enough material, honestly. Honestly, there's not enough material. I didn't annoy anyone with Kirkman's rant.
How long did you go on about it? Was it 20 minutes?
I'm just kidding.
Thank you, Taylor. Let's see. Kenny, thank you,
Kenny.
I don't think
thank you, Kenny. How have you been, buddy? All right, baby. Let's super chat.
One. Sorry. Where's Superman costume both in live action and the comics so far? New 52 and Superman Returns for me.
I was never a fan of the New 52 one, honestly. I don't think it ever grew on me. Like, even with the phenomenal George Perez artwork. I didn't like the jeans. But the live action, that's a tough one. It's got a bad costume. I actually like the Superman Returns costume. I thought it was good. I like the Man of Steel one. The CGI faced Henry Cavill. Final answer. I guess that counts as a costume. I wish they had kept it.
Yeah, it's a good answer.
Black costume.
Good answer. Good answer. Let's see.
1999, isn't it the year the world ended? That's what Chrono Trigger and X led me to believe. Very nice.
It's hard to since we're in different rooms.
You know what? I do have an enhanced ID, dude. I guess I could have used that, but I brought my kiddo with me, so she needed her passport too. So I was like, yeah, we'll just take our passports. It was funny. They were like at the border. They were like, "Why are you here?" Because like every once in a while you'll meet somebody nice. Most of the time they're hard asses, right? They're like, "Oh, what are you doing in our country?" So I was like, "We are gonna go to a Transformers convention," and he was like, "Oh, okay. Are you buying any guns or?" And I thought about like making a joke only if they transform into a robot. But you know me, I know better than that. I am not being thrown in no jail. I was like, hey, this is this convention, man. Somebody recognized me today because I was talking to Andrew Griffith. And Andrew's like, wow, man, Omar, this is like the third time I've seen you. How you doing?
Yeah.
And somebody said, oh, Omar, dude, I love your stuff. That was really sweet. I think his name is Doug. I hope I'm getting his name right. Yes.
That's what you got a couple months ago from Andrew.
So Alex Milne's here.
Faces.
I was getting in line. I was gonna go get in line to get a commission by him, but his line is humongous. Like his line is longer than like Bob.
Oh, awesome!
It's longer than
awesome for you,
Simon Furman. So I'm really happy. Like Alex Milne, man, I love his art. He's the guy that did a lot of the Phase 2 Transformers Phase 2. Remember, kids, order your Extremity Deluxe Edition hardcover near mint condition variant at CGN. See, I do more than just ask about it, man. Thank you for that, buddy. That's right. Thank you. Oh man, it's
yes,
so
thank
cool.
you for.
And if you live in Canada, it will be BD Cosmos. So if you do live in Canada, check out BD Cosmos. They have the cheapest pre-order price books. Oh wait, Melanie, I left you the thing. You want to do it?
Yeah. Here, Mega Shrimps. You're sorry. We'll get to you in a second. This segment of the video is sponsored by BD Cosmos, the Canadian leader in graphic novels. They have a physical storefront in Montreal, Quebec. How far away are you, baby? And their website, bdcosmos.com, offers 25% off your order of $99 or more. Free shipping everywhere in Canada for every order, $200 or more. BD Cosmos shipping care is exceptional. Chef's kiss. Mwah. And after checkout, let them know Near Mint sent you, and you'll be added to the monthly $25 gift card raffle. Entries are valid for new and returning customers. Don't be afraid to call or email them. And that is BD Cosmos, with rewards and raffles, taking care of customers in Canada. Hey, where my husband is right now,
Canada, yeah, the Canadian dollar, man. I took out money from the ATM yesterday and realizing that it's USD. So when I came here, I'm like, oh, that's gonna be hard to have.
Biggest Shripster, thank you for the super chat. Baby, can you read that, please?
Hello, Omar, Melanie. That's adorable, Melanie. Just stopping by, going out for a beer to congratulate you on 100K subscribers and wishing you welcome.
Oh, thank you, buddy. Thank you.
No offense, Omar, but Melanie was missed the most. No one can handle the chat the way that Melanie does. Team Melanie, why are you
thank
this up like this?
Sweetie pie, I didn't show that on purpose. And because I'm being humble. And secondly, you're way behind the chat. Come on, Jess.
Whoa, dude! I don't want to miss anybody's wonderful comments. Okay, Omar got home from Japan, decided to roll out. Oh, I already read that. Omar, have you kept up with the new Energon universe? The writing has been incredible. I have been. Wrote Void Rivals and the Transformers, of course. I haven't read the new ones.
However. I haven't read
10, where apparently something big happens.
I haven't. Yeah, I love Transformers. And Lydia likes IDW better because she's like, people are dying too quickly in Daniel Warren Johnson's run. But she's like, she's telling me about the next issue that come out. She gave me a spoiler, so I need to go buy it. So I'm glad that she's getting into it.
IDW is a little bit different. IDW was more about fun. It's about character development. And not that the new Energon universe isn't. It's just, it was a lot different. And I miss it.
It's a different kind of fun.
Yeah. How's the end?
After this, I'm going to give Bruce a super chat.
Well, Richard, since you are asking, I'm not the biggest fan of House of M. But if you are a fan of House of M, it's one that definitely has a lot of stories that will not be collected anywhere else. It is, in my video, I did talk about what is double dipped, and it's mainly the new Avengers issues and the Secret Wars miniseries, which is only 4 issues in there. That's the biggest double dip. I can't imagine another omnibus that will have the Excalibur issues. What's up, Bruce? How are you doing, buddy?
Bruce, thank you for the super chat. You know what? This is going to be your gift.
Why is that there?
Why is this in here? Who used this?
Why is that there?
That's a picture I took, but why?
Those rides in the trains. Which
that was like the second day we were there or something.
Which do you believe is the most difficult? The 2 weeks before vacation when you were working nonstop, so you would have content during that time period, or the next 2 weeks trying to catch up? Ooh, what an excellent question. You know, I'm gonna say the weeks before. Normally I think it would be the weeks after, but the weeks before were tougher for me because not only did I have to make sure I had enough content, but I also had to make sure my dad was okay. And going to doctor's visits, and then he was hospitalized. That was rough. Because when he was hospitalized, I had to still keep making videos. So it's like, you know, oh God, it was awful. Because, you know, I stressed, I worried. And for the people that were asking, thank you so much. He's doing a little bit better now. He's on dialysis, and the doctor really thinks that will prolong his life. And my dad didn't want to do it, but he loves his grandkids more. So he saw his mom go through it, and he was like, I don't want to do that. So that was rough for me because it was, okay, I have to, you know, I have to focus on work. And in order to do that is losing myself into the comics. And it sounds a little weird, I'm sure, but it's like comics make me happy and make me forget about real life. So I have to like put aside like the stress and the pain that I'm dealing with to focus on making this overview or making an announcement video that will make somebody's day, right? Recording the Anna Senti Daredevil, like I did that when my dad was hospitalized, the day that he went into the hospital. So I remember like snapping out of it, and you know, because my job to me is always like make people forget about their real world, because the real world can be painful and it sucks sometimes, and we all have bad news, health issues and money problems, and so I wanted to focus on like things that make people happy, which is the way that I've always kind of ran the channel. So it was a little more stressful though, like making videos like that, like just cheering myself up to make the content. But normally it would be the 2 weeks.
Jacob, about which comic run of Daredevil was the best on Melanie. To me, it's Zdarsky, but to Zdarsky, it would be Anna Senti's that Omar just talked about. Like that segue?
That was a good segue, baby. To me is I don't
like seriously, you could use
Frank Miller's Daredevil
in like English class. It's literature. You could teach it.
Frank Miller's Daredevil, I'm sure, is like a lot of people's, and people will probably roll their eyes, like, of course. But there is a reason why it's one of the greatest runs in comic books, not just in Daredevil. Man Without Fear is one of my favorite, probably top 10 favorite comic stories ever. Yeah. And then Ed Brubaker did an amazing job too. I really liked his run, but I gotta go with Miller.
Thank you all for the best wishes for Omar's father, and adorable Britt Hogan was in Simpsonville. It is a beautiful area.
Hey, yeah, I like Simpsonville, man. They got that outlet mall now. Used to be the
Your videos literally do make my day. So I and others, I'm sure, very much appreciate you, Omar and Melanie. Oh, thank you.
Well,
I'm glad.
Thank you so much.
And Born Again for the Daredevil run.
Yeah.
Daredevil has been blessed with many, many great writers.
Absolutely. It's unfair sometimes because it puts a lot of pressure on the next writer, right? Like I'm sure when Saladin Ahmed was either offered or I don't know how these things work sometimes. Like sometimes people are, put up a bid for the job. Sometimes they're offered the job by the editors, but I'm sure it's a lot of pressure. Like, do I really want to write Daredevil? Chip Zdarsky just came off that run and people are, heralded as one of the greatest runs. Like it's tough.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't want to follow up anybody. DBC All-Stars, Grateful 5's doing better.
Oh, thank you, buddy.
He helped give us the gift of you.
Oh, thanks.
Hello from India. Any plans to visit here? Not in the near future. Congrats. We all can see the extreme hard work from you. How did you come up with Uncanny and Near Mint Condition? Also, any podcasts with writers artists? Oh, so how do we come up with the names Near Mint Condition and Uncanny Omar?
Near Mint Condition was my idea. We were when I was doing this with my group of friends, we were coming up with names, and some of them were like, there were two that I liked. I was Near Mint Condition because it describes our age and our bodies. Wishful thinking, of course. And then the other one was Midlife Crisis on Infinite Earths.
Can you imagine if you went with that?
Midlife Crisis on Infinite Earths. But that one got voted out because they were like, I don't want to admit
Midlife Crisis on Infinite Earths.
So I was like, okay, Near Mint Condition it is.
Welcome to Midlife Crisis on Infinite Earths. This is your host, the Uncanny Omar.
Uncanny Omar came from my buddy Jess because he used to call me the Untimely Omar because I would always show up late to Omnibus. He was like, oh, it's the Untimely Omar. And then one day he called me Uncanny Omar. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna patent that. I'm gonna copyright that before you get it. So I'm gonna take it. That's the origin of that.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Absolutely, and thank you so much.
So How to Spirit meant that I plan to collect all of those characters. I'm asking what are good omnis for those characters that are in print.
In print, that's a tough one. So for X-Men Volume 3, I think is still in print. Absolutely go for that one. Did you ask for about Daredevil? Because Daredevil has a lot of good ones in print, including the Frank Miller one that I was just talking about.
I was thinking about going with comic books.
I haven't read the new Ultimates yet. How is that? Have you been?
Because somebody's asking earlier if we've read the new X-Men yet. Is it out? I know it came out in July, but is it out? Because I don't want to drive 45
I don't
minutes.
know what the heck that means. The out. Oh, thank you for that, James. James is putting the link to our exclusive cover to the Extremity. And that's at cheapgraphicnovels.com. Thank you for that, buddy. I didn't know it was up for pre-order yet. I've been out of the loop. Buenos dias, Omar Reyes. ¿Cómo estás, hermano? We're hoping to go back to New York Comic Con this year. I actually need to apply for the pro badges. I keep forgetting that. So, baby, let's do that.
No, don't you tell me right there.
I need help. I can't ask Dom to do
now.
it.
Set a reminder for Wednesday at 12 p.m.
Remind Melanie to do a reminder of the New York Comic Con. There.
What? You didn't set a day or time for her to remind you. Answer this question. Do you two ever get to the point of sick of reading comics?
No. Not yet. I hope.
I did. If it feels kind of strange because in Japan I did bring cable with me.
I brought Fantastic Four with me and I didn't read it on the plane.
I couldn't concentrate, and I did bring Thorn, whatever the book is called, Rose and Thorns, Thorns and Roses.
Hours from Montreal, homie.
But yeah, I'm like, I need to get back into comics. You know what I did this morning? I finished the Wano arc in One Piece.
It's over?
Huh?
It's over?
Well, it's probably been over for a long time, sweetheart. I'm behind. I'm on chapter 1057 now. Is the next chapter for me to read, but I finished the Wano and yay! I did not think I would be continuing reading One Piece when I started last year. I think the reason I can keep up with it is that I only read it when I'm eating, and therefore I don't forget to do it. Also, I did read it while we stood in line in Universal Studios Japan. It dawned on me. I was like, oh, I'm bored. I can read One Piece. You're on mute, baby.
I was just
and
talking.
Alex is on his way to you. And only you.
Okay, awesome. Anybody going to start watching the Omnidog stream next Saturday? Somebody please answer Elon. Elon. Jess is trying his best.
Elaine.
Actually is that is, I think, the best name for his channel. Jess is trying his best to change Omnidog's vault. Jess is trying his best. No matter what it is, whether it's reading or reading the chat or just getting up in the mornings. Jess is trying. I'd watch a TV show called Jess is Trying His Best.
Waking up in the mornings. No, Saturday morning fan. We were 2 days. We went to Universal Studios Japan 2 days before One Piece opened. Like the store was right there. We couldn't get in because it wasn't open yet. But we did go to like a couple of One Piece stores, you know, in the mall and such.
Oh my gosh, I can't remember.
I can't say it. I purposely didn't say it's Japanese for straw hat. Mugiwara?
Mugiwara, that's it. I'm finally reading Jeff Johns' first Green Lantern omnibus. Is the Kyle Rayner compendium worth getting as well? What? Yes, Kyle Rayner is the best Green Lantern. I love Kyle Rayner's run with Ron Mars. It's freaking excellent.
Omnidog was trying to get you canceled.
Of course he is. Of course. He can't even get himself canceled. And he said, Luke, I have a compilation of the stupidest things Jess has said on the live streams. And he still hasn't been canceled.
Oh, man.
Thanks, Ryan. Thank you, buddy.
Richard, we're back in the U.S.
Well, I'm in Canada right now.
Oh, well, whatever. You come home tomorrow. So thank you. Oh, man. Peacemaker tries hard. I want to read that. Jess tries his best.
I like Jess is trying his best because it's like a reply, like, oh, what is wrong with this guy? And somebody's like, oh, Jess is just trying his best. So you gotta give him some props. Where is that guy?
And he's just got a smile.
I'll invite him on the show on Monday. Did you guys
know Amazon's doing Brubaker's
I
Criminal?
did. I saw some of the cast. So Charlie Huffman, is he one of them? Like, it's got like a stellar looking cast.
I don't want to start another one.
Court case.
Oh man. Let's see.
What's up,
Omar, Melanie? I really hope that you enjoy Japan. Yes. Could you please show The Amazing Spider-Man by JMS Volume 2 Omnibus reprint, please? Yes, I can. Let's crack her open.
I have a folder of clips. Jess said also. Jess doesn't have what I got. How was Universal Japan? I had a blast. One of the best roller coasters.
This was you.
Oh,
wait,
yeah.
that's not very manly. This was you. Here you go.
Yeah, that's manly. Yeah. It was awesome, man. The roller coasters were great. Melanie hates roller coasters, but it's not her fault because she just.
Hey, wait, I don't like them in my back. I couldn't ride them. So I really didn't do anything.
I had a blast.
In a crowd, and
we went to the Nintendo World and ate at the Toad Cafe. That was really cool. I had a fun time. What, baby? Where are you going?
I'm getting something to open the plastic.
Oh, okay. I want to read something about Plastic Man. Any good suggestions? There is a wonderful Plastic Man collection that actually has a really gimmicky. What is it called? It's just Plastic Man. It's like a rubber band edition. What the heck is it called? I think it is called like Rubber Band Edition or something like that. But it's by Kyle Baker, and it is an excellent series. It came out like in 2000, early aughts, I think, like 2002, 2003.
Nintendo World was teeny tiny, though. I mean, in reality, it wasn't very big, and it was very crowded.
I really dug it. I thought it was excellent.
I'm glad, baby. My favorite part was nature. Twice I went out on my own, went to a garden. It was just like being in anime. Oh, it was magical. Oh my gosh. Oh, this
Nintendo World was just like being in a Nintendo video game. Do you know if they'll ever release Wolverine by Daniel Way as one omnibus? It's strange that they have not done so yet. Only separate paperbacks. Daniel Way's Wolverine would probably take 2 omnis because there is that era of Wolverine Origins, and then there's the Dark Wolverine stuff. So it would take at least 2 Oh, yeah, 2 at least. Oh, wow. They went with that underneath the cover. Cool. Yes, the Kyle Baker Deluxe Edition. That's it. Rubber Banded. That's what it was called. Thank you all so much. Do you have an aversion to fun, Melanie?
I'm about to flip you off, John.
Yes.
I was on top of the world in Japan. I was so the train rides. Oh my gosh, they were awesome. I was just standing at the window.
Hey, Dork, I swear, man, it's hilarious because, all right, so I know a lot of you know I'm from Peru, right? I got enough of nature when I was in Peru. I'm like, I don't want to be one with nature. I got enough of that. I grew up really poor. Give me some central air and heating and internet.
Oh, and it was.
Oh, dude, it was 95 degrees. It was so hot.
I mean, after 2 minutes being outside, like I'm not exaggerating. It was just sweat most days. It was hot.
My cat accidentally peed all over my Plastic Man Rubber Bandit.
Oh no. You're welcome, Daniel.
Omar, why'd you get kicked out the house this time? Because I love Transformers.
And I hate them. How dare you?
I just got my box in or I had my box delivered while we were gone, but I haven't had time to open it. In one of the items in there is that Absolute Superman. I saw Dom's video and I was really jealous. I was like, oh, that looks so good. Oh, thank you, Phenomenal AC. Yeah, it's my hair when I don't use conditioner.
Wait, isn't there some in the bag?
I think there is. I couldn't find the face wash. Anyway.
Oh no, I didn't take anything out of the toiletry bag.
Have you been watching House of the Dragon? Oh, dude, I haven't seen the last episode. That is one thing that I did. As soon as I came home, I said, Melanie, do you want to watch House of the Dragon with me? She's like, I don't like fun. So I was like, okay, fine, I'll watch it by myself.
Wait, I was trying to figure out. I love Game of Thrones. Why don't I like House of the Dragon? I think because everybody acts the same, and there's not like characters that are unique. And
I love shows like that, though.
You love shows where everybody acts the same?
They don't act the same, baby. You're just watching like. Anyway, I'm not here to review that. I'm here to talk about Michael Torney's wonderful comment. Melanie so she obviously has a good sense of humor.
Yeah.
Did you remember to take off your shoes in the houses? We did. We always take our shoes off. Well, believe me, they're going to let you know if you go to a temple, keep your shoes on. Who is your favorite Superman villain? What story cemented them for you? Parasite is one of them. I really like that character. Lex Luthor. That's probably Man of Steel by John Byrne. Baby, what are you laughing about?
Here, I'm sorry. Did you answer Chris's question?
I did.
Let's talk about MILF Banner.
You know I would review that with you.
They all have the same. They all got that white blonde hair. I can't keep them apart.
That's a third of the cast.
Right? I can't.
No, for real, Ryan Wilson. Omar, speaking of Peru, you should start selling coffee on here and say it's straight from your family's farm in Peru. I'll just relabel that Walmart coffee and say it's straight from my family's farm. We were in Japan and there were coffee from Japan or from Peru. And I was like, man, even Japan's trying to cash in on Peruvian coffee. I'm a server admin. I'm not built for the outdoors. The elements I'm used to are data center hot and cold aisles. Oh, this is awesome. My aunt is not familiar with comics, but she knows who you are because I've been watching you for so many years. She says hello. Well, tell your auntie I said hi. How you doing, auntie?
Okay.
Babe, what are you going off about?
The person on the plane. And I was just like, he was so loud. I just thought in my head, shut up.
Oh, that guy.
I cracked myself up because I was like, how many people walk in to the room and somebody's watching our live streams? They're like, just shut up about comics.
Oh, okay. So you're okay. Yeah. Your timing.
But apparently your aunt doesn't think in her head, shut up about comics already. Talk about
I have not heard from Marvel about editions or anything. But they've been kind of gearing up for San Diego Comic-Con. So who knows? Sometimes they said yes, sometimes they say no. If you're worried about your hair, Omar, they do have this fancy new technology called
we don't wear hats.
No, we don't.
Like,
my brother does.
I wear a hat when I go for a walk.
Dude, Transcendent Travis, I've seen 2 episodes of The Acolyte to review them with Amanda. That is not my favorite series, but I'll probably end up finish watching it. And so I don't know who Smilo Ren is. It is an underrated villain. I love Parasite.
Shelley Duvall passed away. I saw that yesterday.
Yeah.
And somebody's just at the beginning of the chat, and I forgot to get to it. The Benji, no, what's his name? The actor from Alf.
I say kid, but he's my age. Yeah, that's a shame. That's so young. Shelley Duvall was phenomenal. I know most people probably know her from The Shining or Popeye's Olive Oil. But for me, I loved her in Fairy Tale Theater. I love that stuff. Hi, I'm Shelley Duvall. I haven't caught up on The Boys yet. Man, I need all these shows I need to catch up on. Oh, the question was about your favorite Spider-Man villain. Oh, well, I need to learn to read. Favorite Spider-Man villain? Carnage. I love Carnage. Melanie hates Carnage. I think Carnage.
He even texted me. He's like, you want this Carnage figure when he was shopping in Japan? I'm like, no, I don't like Carnage.
Yet you like Venom.
Yeah, I love Venom.
Who's your favorite? Yours is Electro, isn't it?
Oh, man, between Venom and Venom. I like Electro. I like Green Goblin. I like the whole backstory and lore with Green Goblin and stuff.
Hey, guys. Huge congrats on 100K. Rest in peace, Michael.
Hobgoblin.
Just got back from the traveling man cell. 40 books heavier. That's amazing. Yeah. So that was another person we lost too. Michael Zulli passed away a couple days ago. He did this amazing series called Puma. It was his independent work, but I'm sure a lot of people probably know his work from Sandman. He's a phenomenal, he was a phenomenal artist.
I agree with phenomenal. I see. Can't answer what's your favorite because you got like 5 answers, but that's good. Right?
It's so hard.
Except Doc Ock. I'm not a fan of Doc Ock.
Really? I like Doc Ock's adamantium arms. That era is awesome. Like when he married Aunt May.
2 Doc Ock fans.
If you haven't read Superior Spider-Man, you would really like.
I know. I did. I flipped through it, and I think I would like it.
It's your type of humor. It's your type of character.
Who wrote it?
Dan Slott. So a lot of people, it's Dan Slott's Magnum.
Yeah.
Omar, I think for the new Superman 2025, the costume will be better, even though it's like the new 52, as trunks and an S on the back of the cape. Looks amazing. Can't wait to see it on film. I'm excited for it, man. I'm excited.
Bar, you'll put Omar to sleep if it's a 2-hour TED Talk.
Oh, gosh.
Prose fairy tale delicate creatures. Oh, that sounds interesting. You hinted at extra content in Mighty Marvel. I mean, not Mighty. Marvel Masterworks, Spectacular Spider-Man.
I did, and when I made the video, the editor asked me to keep it a secret, so there is something extra in there for people. It's in the latest volume of the Marvel Masterworks. It's a surprise.
Which comic run of Superman besides the Triangle Era is your favorite?
Man of Steel. is my absolute favorite, but I really like Jeff Johns' run. So I'm hoping one day we'll get a Jeff Johns omnibus, right? I know we got an absolute edition, but one day we'll get an Omni edition.
I'm going to go upstairs and get that box so we can open it up here in a minute, or I can open it up here in a minute.
Which box, baby?
The one that's to us. I don't know how to explain it. Like, the near mint condition?
Okay, not the one that came from...
No.
I want to make sure we're on the same page. Okay. Carnage is a superior symbiote because he's just a villain. He's what Venom should have been. No, I hate Lethal Protector. Hey, Omar, which did you like better? Spider-Man Brand New Day or Big Time? Oh. I think I like Big Time more because it was just one creator. And I love the creators, like, for the most part, of Brand New Day. Because it's a big, like, brain trust of creators like Mark Waid and Dan Slott, Christos Gage. Who else was it? Bob Gale. And Bob Gale wrote one of my favorite movies, the Back to the Future. So I'm gonna go with Big Time though. I like what Dan Slott was doing with the characters. Any more news on the next 2099 omnibus? Have I announced anything? I can't remember what I've announced. Nothing yet. No news yet. Making sure they don't open a box with all the bondage. That's not what I was going for. Somebody sent me something that asked me not to open. What's in the other box? Thanks for the info on House of M Companion. I'll hold off on that one and get the other Omnis. Plus, I saw Domovex announce the delays of DC versus Marvel Omnis again. Oh, did they get delayed again? I think it was coming out in September, right? I mean, well, never mind. Printers, things happen. So, also, Walt's shop time. Thank you for that. Hey, Dana, how are you? I finally got around to reading the web book, Web of Horror, and I'm loving it so far. It's been one of my favorite releases this year. So I'd love to have you on the show sometime. But I will reach out to you for that. Now, Melanie, if people live in Europe and they want to get books up to 50% off and big DC and Marvel books,
they're just out of luck, aren't they?
Wow. Okay. And the place they can pre-order the Extremity Near Mint Edition.
they're in luck.
They can go to waltzcomicshop.com based in Berlin, Germany. So tell me a little bit more about Walt's Comic Shop, Melanie.
Okay. Yep. They have the cheapest pre-order prices for Marvel and DC books, big books within the EU. Big books. Flat shipping rate of €12 for all EU countries. Bulletproof packaging. Please don't try that out. All emails answered within 24 hours. Just head over to waltzcomicshop.com for more great deals and rare titles. Can't talk. Are these current, the what's on sale right now?
No. So don't read. Those are out.
Okay. Gotcha. If you use the code Near Mint Condition at checkout and get free shipping, you'll get free shipping for all EU countries with your first order over €40. And that's Walt's Comic Shop, your reliable source for omnis and premium collected editions in Europe. Ting, ting, ting.
Bingo. Thank you for that, Melanie.
Bingo. Charge the tings.
I hope you enjoyed the Mark Waid Fantastic Four omnibus. It's one of my favorites for sure.
No, there is a brick and mortar store, Craig. It's not online.
No, but they're not open.
They're not open, but it does exist.
Correct. Yes.
Bar wants to be the DC. I guess you want to buy the DC versus Marvel Omni. No, you want to be the DC versus Marvel Omni. But Amazon does not allow me to pre-order stuff. Do you presume I should be able to order it on release day?
Look, here's the thing. Like, even the algorithm at Amazon that orders these, there's not a person, right? Like, there's nobody like a comic book brick and mortar stores that they order things for people. Amazon has an actual algorithm that orders it automatically, like a freaking AI bot that's been doing that for years. Even they know to over-order on that book because we are talking about Marvel versus DC. So, of course, they're going to over. You're going to be fine. I know that it's going to have a one-print run, but it's a one-print run until the next print run, right? I mean, that's just the way it is. But, yeah, you should be fine getting it day of.
Hey, Josh, how are you? Before I open these 2 boxes, I just wanted to show you what I got at the Marvel store besides this Deadpool shirt. I got these 2 folders. Yay! They're folders. I just haven't opened them up yet. And this really nice bag with all the covers on it. And inside, like, it actually has pockets. Like, it's durable. It's a really nice go to Kroger shopping bag. And I think I probably got a couple stickers or something like that. Yeah. So we went to the Marvel store last year.
Shopping bag.
When you're going for just a few things. Let's see. So we've got 2 packages to open, and this first one is from Living the Line.
Oh yeah,
so
the fine
question while I open it.
Yeah, go
ahead. I cut towards myself, not away from myself.
Sharon, am I doing a Lobo overview? Yeah, I haven't even opened that box yet, so it might be might be a couple of weeks. I'm a little behind. Were all those Todd Spidey comics? Those were Todd Spidey covers.
Yep.
Omar, when a writer follows a great comic run, do you think the most difficult task of following a great run? Who do I think? Oh my gosh, who is a writer that I think had I think a lot of it has to do with your definition of greatness, right? Because everybody's different. But I myself actually really enjoyed Batman Hush.
Whoa!
Right after Batman Hush, it was Brian Azzarello that took over the book. And I love Brian Azzarello's 100 Bullets. And Eduardo Rizzo, I was not. Oh, it's the next Moonray book.
It's the next Moonray.
Volume 2?
Yeah. Sweet.
Yeah, those guys are a small publisher.
The first one. It's very trippy. It's very atmospheric. That's not an adjective. Oh, there's stickers.
Next announcements will probably be in a couple of weeks. Might be after San Diego Comic-Con. I have to make sure that they get approved. That's the hard part. Well, Burn on Superman actually had a good follow-up because you had Jerry Ordway, you had Roger Stern, and you had Louise Simonson. So if you're going to follow up John Byrne, those were the people to do it. I don't know. I'm trying to think of who else had leaving X-Men. I got to go with Chris Claremont, and then it was like Scott Lobdell. I'm not a fan of Scott Lobdell. I actually really like Fabian Nicias on X-Men. But
so Moonray is not a straightforward narrative. I mean, you can follow the narrative. I'm not saying that, but it's not straightforward. And it's very atmospheric. Did I already say that word? It has pretty art.
Maybe.
Yeah.
You're going to do an evergreen. I got to talk to my buddy Peter.
Ooh.
I think we had something in the calendar, but I can't remember what it was because I'm still trying to catch up on things. Melanie, what are you laughing about now?
I can't show it.
Oh, okay.
But it says foreskin is like a silencer on a gun.
Well, I wasn't expecting that on the Saturday.
And that is Surviving on Mars.
Is that from Living the Line?
Yes.
Who's the creator on that?
Oh man, Brandon Graham. So the same as Moonray.
It's the guy that did Prophet. I love Scott Lobdell's X-Men better than Claremont's. Well, is this Scott Lobdell's mom's account? Because no one has ever said that. I finally got around to read Berserker.
Okay, I think I can show this.
It was okay.
So, I'm definitely going to check these out. And let me open the second box.
Extreme was actually Claremont. Extreme X-Men was Claremont. Who's that from, baby?
Oh, Claremont's doing a what happened to Wolverine during Outback years or something. He went on secret mission. It was an ad in my Ultimate Spider-Man comic.
Wolverine always went on secret missions.
Well, it's by Chris Claremont.
The dad that went to the gas station to get a pack of cigarettes and never came back.
Oh, okay.
Kevin, would you ever do a tour of the Transformers figure collection? People have asked me to do my toy collection tour because it's another one of my hobbies, or my anime collection tour. And at one time I thought maybe on Patreon I'll put it there, because otherwise it will throw the YouTube algorithm out of whack. So maybe. What's up, Jupiter? Hi, Omar. Wondering why Marvel Omnis with older material generally have content pages with individual issues laid out in the order they are presented in the book, while newer material don't. With older material have content pages. Because what they do is they take the Marvel Masterworks, like those files, and pretty much just put it into a book. Like if you look at like Spider-Man, X-Men, every one of those Omnis, the classic like Silver Age books, they have been masterworked in the past. That's why you get like the addition of the introductions in between like 10 or so issues. So those are all in there. What they do add, though, that the Masterworks don't have is the letter pages, which to me is a wonderful addition. I love that stuff. Sweetie?
Let's see. This box is from Andy.
Okay.
There's one more lot for your next giveaway, which is going to happen sometime soon.
Yeah.
It's mostly horror or sci-fi, so the usual note about mature themes and some occasional nudity apply. Thanks again for all you do for comics. You guys are great, Andy. P.S. There are quite a few trade paperbacks and manga, so please feel free to break up into smaller lots. Thank you, Andy. I hope you're watching. So I'll be showing these as you're talking, baby. Ooh.
Yeah, you show. I'll get some questions.
So these will be in future giveaways. Ooh, and they're nicely.
Okay, and a good week, Omar, Melanie. You as too, Earl Smith. And remember, we will be back on Monday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time to do a proper celebration. Hey, Omar, how many Omnis would Grunwald's Cap run? 3 or 4? Well, he wrote the stories for 10 years. I would assume, yeah, either 3 or 4. Yeah, especially if they have like all of the three really big ones. So
yeah, this is packed.
In 3. Because he also did like some miniseries like US Agent and stuff. Still crazy to see that 100K. It is. It's crazy to me, man. Spider-Man by Peter David is collecting all the miniseries. I would too as well. Wow, those are some good giveaway stuff.
Yeah, there's 3 Junji hardcovers in here.
Wow, thank you so much, Andy. I hope you are watching.
Oh, here. Let me turn around.
How do you guys feel about people who treat comics as an asset to collect and sell? Like they've been seeing a lot of people who don't read comics chase key issues and valuable issues without actually caring about the comics and the content. I don't know why it tends to bother me. It doesn't bother me, like I understand there are collectors of everything. The way I see it is if it brings you happiness, that's what's important, right? I never tell anybody to buy things. I remember early on the channel about 5 or 6. Oh, Knights of Sidonia. It's such a good series. I remember early on the channel about 5 or 6 years ago, people would question when I started the Saturday live streams, people would ask me like, what's a good investment for like Omnis and things like that. And I would be like, no, don't do that. Or I don't do that. I'm not gonna, it's just a lot of responsibility. I'm not, and why I never do like, these books.
Thank you, Andy. Thank you.
These books are going out of print. Go and get them now. I don't like to drive FOMO into people, not on purpose. I like to make people aware that something like DC versus Marvel, those Omnis will only get 1 print run, but that's something that they've said. I don't know. It doesn't bother me. And I know there are several channels that do CGC. I've been invited on a couple of them, but I have nothing to add to those channels. Like, what am I going to say? This is a really cool issue of Wolverine. make sure you get a 9.8 version of it, because otherwise you're not a real Wolverine fan. I don't know what I don't know what I would add. It just doesn't like. But if that's what makes people happy, and if that's what they collect, more power to them. It doesn't seem to bother me. I did hear that Boom ended up buying or getting sold to Penguin Random House. Random House has been publishing books for a while too. I mean, I remember when they did the Random House manga before Kodansha said, "Hey, we'll do our own thing." Yeah. What's on the channel this week? Oh my gosh, I have no idea what's on the channel this week. My brother, I don't know. Do you want to wait to do the celebration stream when you have the plaque? Oh, the plaque? Nah, I don't care about that. I'm sure it'll come one day. Will we ever get the overview?
Your brother, sorry, just a split second. Your brother was talking about channels where the plaque is like on the floor, leaning against the wall. Not have a space.
I would never treat it like that. I think it's really freaking awesome.
You're gonna put it up on the shelf behind us, but I hope it. How big is it? I don't know. Surely it's not bigger than this, right? Well, fit a K-Lax.
A plaque? I don't know. Maybe I'll do an overview of that. Oh, is that Ito stuff? That's the only manga I've ever read. I just ordered the Mountains of Madness Deluxe because of your video. That Mountains of Madness is beautiful. Like Kotanabe's artwork. I am so glad. Hey, Josh, I know you saw the news of Gunsmith Cats. I've been holding on to that for 2 years now. So now you know, because they let people know. So there you go. I am a man that is true to his word of signing an NDA. I cannot say anything until I think I've laid hints though here and there. Like, remember, I was doing a video and I was like, "Boy, it'd be really cool to see Sonata's work get an omnibus treatment."
Did you see Arturo asking for Matt My Ex?
Oh, we brought it back last month, so it is back. We did Wolverine we did that Wolverine era of Daniel Way. So I think we are going to keep bringing it back. Where's the plaque go? It's going to go around my chest.
For a while, I'll go back there, but not like forever. What character team do you think should get the grand design treatment next? I think a Spider-Man grand design would be great. Ooh, yeah.
More life stories, like Spider-Man life story. You could do one if it takes a really passionate creator and somebody that truly loves the characters and respects the characters. But the key is to also make it interesting. I loved what Ed Piskor and Jim Rugg did with X-Men Grand Design and Hulk Grand Design. I wasn't the biggest fan, surprisingly, of Tom Scioli's Fantastic Four Grand Design, because the problem with that is that it was written more like a textbook, like this is what happened here, this is what happened here, instead of making it like a interesting narrative telling you the different stories of the Fantastic Four. I think you have to have fun with it, and if you're not having, it didn't seem like he was having fun with it, but that's just my opinion.
Shame.
No. It did come back last month. Thank you for asking.
Yeah.
We love doing those.
Baby, is this 12 inches?
Sure.
Okay. I don't know if it's gonna fit. It's just gonna be like
it bothers me because the people who see comics as an investment see as comic book readers as chumps. They can exploit to become rich. Of course, it usually doesn't work. Okay, now that's a little different. That's the part that may bother me. I don't like that aspect of any hobby, right? Like somebody looking down on you, because I don't look down on anybody that collects issues without reading them. But whatever, that's their thing. If that's what makes them happy, sure. I think I really have gotten to that age where I just don't care. If it makes somebody happy, sure, whatever. Like, it doesn't affect me any.
If it makes you happy.
If people are talking crap about me for reading, then that's okay. They don't want to do that.
Oh, I
What's
hope
up,
you're doing
Justin? How are
well.
you today? How do you catch up with you? How do you catch up with my?
I'm going to read through all of Venom in my first college year. I'm at Silver Sable Venom now. Oh, that's awesome. That's a great plan.
I love that.
Did you read? Oh, here.
Final Shadows. The streamer Melanie is interviewing Omar with asking her Omar the questions. Oh, thank you so much, R0 X21XX. I started rereading the Claremont era of X-Men run, starting with Omnibus Volume 1, Classic X-Men Omni Side by Side, Volume 2, 3, and 4 of the New Mutants, Omni Volume 1, and almost done with Volume 5 of New Mutants 2. What an experience. Oh, okay, you're rereading it. I thought you were reading it for the first time. Maybe some of those stories for the first time. I'm always envious of the people that are reading those stories for the first time. Like, I thought about making a video of like stories I wish I could read for the first time again. Maybe I'll do that for like my birthday video next year. Like stories I wish I could experience for the first time again because they're that good.
Calyx is 13 inches.
Thank you.
Cool. Thank you. Thanks for on Saturday streams. Oh shoot, what happened to it? Glitched. Somebody was asking about, did you read Marv Wolfman? Like, if we were fans of Marv Wolfman, is that what you mean?
I like Marv Wolfman.
Yes.
Stuff.
Yes,
Remember
I am.
Teen Titans, Crisis on Infinite Earths? Absolutely.
Oh, here we go. Here's the question. Crisis on Infinite Earths, the novelization told by The Flash.
You know, I never did get around to doing that.
Oh. Cool.
With Teenie Howard leaving Catwoman 68 and Harley Quinn 43 this September, who would you like to take over? Well, it's unfair because I know who's taking over, so I can't say a word.
Oh yeah, I do too. Mum's the word.
You can do a video on your favorite issues from the year you were born for your next. Oh, that's a good one too, man. Look at you all coming up with ideas.
And Richard came up with a good title, Stories to Read Again for the First Time.
Go, write that down, Melanie. Write that down.
Hey, Andrew's having fun in Kentucky.
Been having fun in
Kentucky. Days checking out distilleries and golf on our way to James Pepper now, enjoying your state. What's James Pepper? I don't know that distillery.
Well, you enjoy yourself. We do have a lot of good distilleries.
Spring afternoon with the windows down, smelling the mash cooking as you drive by.
I thought the first appearance of Multiple Man in Giant Size FF was a good Multiple Man story. It is. I'm telling you, you got a big mouth, Bart.
Wait, I don't know about Harley.
Thank you so much, Scott. Happy to have you here. Okay, you may not be able to tell us, but can you tell us how you found out?
No, that's a hint, isn't it?
I'm not gonna tell you.
Mars. So, Bar, what are you saying? OMG, please tell me I won't tell no one. Oh, I won't tell.
I don't trust you. You can go tell Jess, and then he'll do breaking news in a suit. Breaking news. I know who's taking over. Been looking for good X-Men Omnis to start reading about them, waiting for those Uncanny reprints. In the meantime, any recommendations for someone who's never read any or known anything about them? The ones that are in print, you can go with New X-Men. That is regarded as one of the great ones. That's Grant Morrison's New X-Men. And it is probably the least Grant Morrison's that Grant Morrison can be outside of like Claus. Yeah, I was going to say Claus is like, wow, this is a normal story. And then, you know, you elevate to the point of like you get to like the Invisibles and you're like, what is life? Or Doom Patrol before you get to Invisibles. You're like, I don't even know what I'm doing here anymore.
It's real life.
But New X-Men is like somewhere right on top of like Claus as far as normal stories. So that's a good one. I think a lot of people really enjoyed that one. Shoot, Wolverine Volume 3 has some of the best Wolverine stories ever. I love that omnibus. I know it's not a Volume 1. I don't know if you're a completist and you're like, man, I'll wait for the Volume 1. Oop, my baby is texting me, so I'll probably have to wrap up in about 10 minutes to go and hang out with my kiddo.
Oh. Wait, okay, you better.
Thank you so much.
Freaking out. will it be announced, do you think, at San Diego Comic-Con?
Oh, yeah. San Diego Comic-Con will be when it'll be announced. So, I mean,
yeah. She's already.
You have to wait that long.
Yeah, I'll take it over.
Congratulations on 100,000. 100,000. That's so crazy to say. Subs. I was wondering, what do you think the best ongoing runs are right now?
Daniel Warren Johnson's Transformers.
I was gonna say that's up there. That's really good. I really like Duke, which is leading into G.I. Joe.
I thought you said Dupe. I like Dupe. Where's Max Appleman?
I haven't got a chance to read X-Men issue 1 yet. Dang it! I need to get on that. Oh, what else?
I want to go pick that up. Nobody answered my question. Is it out?
Jen McKay's Moon Knight has been excellent. I know that's coming to an end. I liked what I've read of JMS's Captain America, but my buddy Peter M, who differs in opinion with me from time to time, told me that the second arc isn't good. Like, it drops. So I was like, okay, well, I guess I'll find out when I get there. Nightwing.
Oh my gosh, what's the title called? Is it? What am I Googling?
I don't know, baby.
Of the issue that's coming out this month of X-Men.
Look, Bang just released issue 19. Better than most modern runs. Better than most of Bang's modern runs. Doctor Strange, my favorite ongoing. Yeah, I need to get on Scarlet. That's the one with who's writing Scarlet? I interviewed her. Kelly Thompson, right?
July 10th, it's out.
He did. John said, I did tell you Ultimates 1 and 2 are out, Melanie. Kaden, how you doing?
I'm looking for X-Men.
Kaden, where are you looking? Kaden, I sent you some books in the past. Never mind. Have a good day, Kaden. I hope happy birthday, Kaden. I got to ask his mom like permission to send him omnis or books.
Okay, James said thank you. Okay.
All right.
One by McKay is out right now.
I'll be dead serious. Big Stu in Orlando. I don't know what's coming up. I know tomorrow
but to be fair, you're not home.
No. Tomorrow is the House of M omnibus overview. Monday is Shadowland, Captain America Gallery Edition, and then at 6 p.m. is our live stream celebrating 100K. What have we been up to? How we got here? I saw that Jen McKay's X-Men 1 is out.
That's what I was talking about. He was answering my question.
Okay.
Thank you.
You jerk, Omnidog forever. Dude, you don't just like, never mind. I'm located in Guthrie Center, Iowa. Thank you, buddy. Omar Melanie, how do you feel about Joe Kelly taking over Amazing Spider-Man after his own? I like Joe Kelly's Deadpool. I like Joe Kelly's Spider-Man in Deadpool. I like Joe Kelly's I Kill Giants. I like Joe Kelly.
Oh, Joe Kelly wrote I Kill Giants.
So you know he's got range. So I'm in. Yeah, I'm in. I'll check out that Birds of Prey run for sure. Didn't know she wrote it. Dude, she's great. Yes, I Kill Giants. The Micronauts show was used for tax cuts that they did. Yeah, I saw that. They had like a Micronauts show. I don't know how it is that you have only 100K subs. You guys deserve $1 million. Thank you, Arturo. That is so sweet. Just started.
Roy, X-Men by McKay Omnibus win. It just started.
Loving it. Thank you. I'm so glad you're liking it. I love ID. Actually, I'm actually going to go down there to my daughter. She was to talk to some of the creators, so she was getting a little shy. So I told her, just give me about 5 more minutes. I'll go down there.
Sometime in my life, I will read it because I know that they're good.
Okay. Ryan Stegman's version of the Beast looks weird. He has raccoon eyes. Every version of the Beast looks weird. It doesn't look like the classic blue hair that I like so much. Like I never took like, oh, that awful version of the Beast during Brian Michael Bendis's run. The bald Beast with the pointy. Oh, I hated that Beast.
Roman's prime rib. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me that.
In great news, Omar, Dynamite is trying to get the Alf rights, and they're releasing an Alf in his X-Men Fantastic Four outfit action figure.
Fantastic fur.
What's the next word to start? I'm probably going to take a poll so you all can tell me what I should do.
Comics Read Red Blankets, 2000.
I love the Jim Lee Beast. Nothing comes close to that one. Right. I mean, and all it is just a reimagining of the classic Beast, right? Like it's that Beast with the Wolverine hair. I did not like Frank Quietly's Beast, the horse face Beast.
Horse face Beast.
There was a horse face Beast in the pages of Sword. Oh, I just don't like. I like classic Beast. Why call him Beast if he doesn't look weird? His personality is pretty conventional. Well, he was Beast before he even looked weird, right? He had just big hands and big feet.
Who was the cat version of Beast? Was that Quietly?
Who was the cat version?
Yeah.
The lion version, that was Quietly. Yeah. But then some people.
Okay, actually, I like that. I like the cat version.
You do?
Yeah.
Okay. To continue the super chat, I'll wait for X-Men Omnis Volume 6. Oh, should I? Oh, that's a tough question. Okay, I'm gonna answer like Omar would answer. I am Omar, so of course I'm answering that. Should I wait for the Uncanny 6 or go for the Mutant Massacre, Prelude to the Mutant Massacre? I could not wait. I would get Prelude. Uncanny 6, who knows when it would be here, right? Could be a couple of years. So, that's it.
It's better than the movie Cats. Cat version.
Oh, gosh, it's awful. Just finished reading Batman by Jeff Loeb and Tim Sell and absolutely loved it. I'm a Marvel fan, mostly, and just wanted to know what other Batman omnibus you would recommend. If you like that, now, here's the thing. If you like that, go and get Batman Hush. However, Batman Hush, a third of it is excellent. Actually, I would say 2/3 of it. I like 2/3 of it. The last third is regarded as some of the worst Batman stories, but I happen to like it. But it is Jeff Loeb introducing a new character, and it's got the same tone of like Long Halloween. So definitely think about that one. The Paul Dini omnibus, it is excellent, excellent. I like event omnis, so I really like No Man's Land. That's probably one of my favorite events until we get a Legacy and Contagion omni. Yeah, I did have to check
with Omar about answering for Omar. Is Omar?
I did. Me.
You texting our baby?
Yep, I'm letting her know I'm going to come down in a minute.
Okay. So how many more questions?
Let's do 3 more questions, baby.
I'll answer this one really quick about.
That doesn't count as one then.
Oh, okay. How we meet each other. My first date, very rare partners that have the same passion. My passion for comics definitely grew because of Omar. Like I read Spider-Man and X-Men comics when I was a kid. But then he's got all these books and I read them. I liked them. So we met each other through his brothers. Short story.
Melanie is more than welcome to take over the show for another few minutes. You got this, baby. I love you. You got this.
I don't want to see those numbers drop. Don't do that to me.
No, don't say that. Don't say hit that like button before.
And wait,
Michael, I have read Starman, Register and Tom Lyle. Rest in peace, Tom Lyle. Really was a big fan of his artwork.
Our first date was in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. There, I answered the question.
Was also where I proposed to her. Tom Lyle was a great artist, great human being. A lot of bad things happened in his life, including his health that he didn't deserve, and his wife's health. But yeah, I really like that era. Once Omar left, can we get the Melanie show? Yes, you guys can get the Melanie. Absolutely. Melanie's awesome. We can just gush over that. See what I mean? Hit the like button before Melanie takes over. That's not what
you can hit the down. What?
Number drop. Everyone's waiting for Omar to leave.
Whatever. No.
I saw the captain. Amanda texted me going, "Hey, let's do a live reaction." And I was like, I would, but I'm in Niagara Falls right now.
Can we do a well, she'll be in Chicago. We'll have to ask about I'd like to do a review of Deadpool and Wolverine after we see it on Thursday. Well, not Thursday, but like that Friday.
Oh yeah, I don't know if we can do it that Friday. We'd have to probably do it that Thursday. What is the Mutants Omnibus Volume 4 coming out? I haven't heard. I'm sorry. One more question. Let's see. Nope, that's for the bar. Bart, make sure if you need a co-host, you can invite Bar. Melanie, you have my permission. Please don't wreck the channel on Saturday morning. So, wait, Melanie, do you know you're the star of the show? Right? Look at that. Isn't that sweet, baby? You are the star of the show. Bye, Omar. Good. It is good to be back. It feels so great to be back. Thank you all so much. We will be doing it. I will be doing another stream on Monday at 6 p.m. with my wonderful co-host, the Astonishing Melanie. And yeah, very, very excited to come and do a proper celebration. So bring some drinks for that.
Yes.
You can invite Bar if you want to, my love.
Okay, I'm in my new Mickey Mouse pajamas.
Well, there's a mental image.
I don't know why I find that so funny. Yeah, it's cute.
I love you. I love you.
I love you, baby.
Baby. Goodbye, everybody. Hit that like button. And
how do I invite her?
You go to Discord and send her a message there. There's a button down there that says invite. You copy that link and you send it to Bar. I love you, baby. And okay. I love you all too. Have a good one.
Oh, that's so sweet. Oh, he's like, and I love you all too. Are you leaving?
I'm trying to. Why can I leave? Okay.
Oh, wait. Is it because you started the stream?
Maybe. I don't know. No, because you're logged in as near mint condition. You should be able to end it. Let's see what happens. Everybody, 3, 2, 1, 0.
I'm still here. Okay, cool. Omar is trapped. Oh, that's so sweet that Lydia was wanting to talk to creators and that she needed her Poppy's help. Okay, give Bar 5 minutes. You're in Canada forever. Let me be like Jess and say out loud what I'm doing on the computer. I copied the link and now I'm going to Discord. Oh gosh, you guys know it now. I gotta move this thing out of the way. He doesn't have his tabs pulled up. Oh, come on now. I gotta log in. Oh no, I don't have to log in. Okay. Yes, we can gush about Transformers by Daniel Warren Johnson. Or we can talk about our hopes and dreams for the new Deadpool movie coming out. Oh, that's a real. Oh, Michael Zulli drew Sandman. Oh, I didn't know who that was. Oh, shoot. Okay. Poor Jess. No, I love Jess. Oh, yeah. Thank you so much. Congrats 100 times on 100K. What an amazing accomplishment. Thank you guys so much because I don't know. I have like mixed feelings about it. As in, like, I don't know, Newsfeed Channel was saying, like, y'all drink? No, we were really tired yesterday. I didn't feel like life was real. And I'm just kind of like, yay, that's awesome. I guess because maybe it's arbitrary number. Like, but then again, it's not because it's like, oh, you're working towards that silver plaque. I guess that I feel both ways about it. Like, it's just the next number up from 90,000, right? But at the same time, like, that's what people work towards too. So it's okay to be like happy and excited about it. So Ringmaster's saying, my fear of Daniel Warren Johnson is that there are going to be too many characters. Yes. And I think that was what Lydia was saying, like just her one complaint is like, oh no, all these people are dying. And she definitely has more emotional connection to them than I do. I'm digging it. I like the quick pace. I love his artwork. And oh, please forgive me for not remembering his name, but I have a horrible memory. Just ask Josh Greathouse. The person that took over for the art is great too, and I want to check out his comic that he's got going on. Maybe somebody in the chat could help me out with that. Oh, you know what? That is a great way of putting it. Post-trip blues, like that. Hey, you already changed it to X-Men #1. Cool. That is how I think I feel. I felt so alive and like in connection with myself and an opportunity to be myself in Japan. And now I'm back and there's jet lag and yeah, real life. And I think, okay, you ready? It's because I can't talk and send you the link at the same time. Jorge Corona. What else is he doing? Because I saw it and I'm like, oh, that looks really interesting. I loved every single Japanese food I ate. The only two things that I not like, I tried natto. I couldn't handle. Oh gosh, I ate the whole thing. I'm not gonna spit it out, but I could not handle that. And there was something else that was basically, it was just too fatty for me. Okay, Bar, I sent it. But like in bento boxes, I didn't know what it was, and I ate it, and it was delicious, and all of the fresh fish and the vegetables. And I was like, oh, I wish I could eat like this in America. Oh, it was so good. So I plan on teaching myself how to make rice the Japanese way. Thank you for the super chat, John. Let's see. You get this one. When will you read some Iron Man, Melanie? I don't think I've ever read Iron Man. Should that be for the next book club? Like the vote to put some Iron Man titles? I feel like Iron Man titles have been in there in the past. But I'm not against Iron Man. I'm sure it's good. I just haven't read it. Only criticism of the new Transformers book is the Autobots are getting their butts kicked way too much, getting a bit old, them losing every issue. Oh, yeah, I can see that. Cronin did Middle West with Scotty Young. I want to read that. And Omar said he really likes it. In fact, I looked for it and I thought about taking it with me to Japan, but I'm like, oh, that's too big and heavy. And I miss 7-Eleven breakfast. Oh, you guys. Going into a 7-Eleven, this convenience store, they've got genuinely good food. They've got these packaged bread, just a wall of bread. It's like so many options and delicious microwavable meals. Here's Bar. You guys ready?
Hey.
Hi, Bar. How are you? You changed? Yes. And you changed out of your
changed, but just my shirt. I'm still wearing the pants. The Mickey Mouse pants.
Gotcha. Oh, well, I'm sure it would have been cute.
Sorry, you guys, I'm on my phone, so we'll have to do
it. Hey, now that Omar's not here, you want me to tell you who's taking over?
Huh?
You want me to tell you who's taking? I only know Catwoman.
Oh, yeah. You know Catwoman.
False. Nope. My lips are sealed. I'm not saying. I
mean, it's the less important character. I'm sorry. I mean, I love Catwoman, but I mean, for me.
I'm excited, though. I'm going to pick it up.
How do you not know Harley, though? Come on.
God. Because I have a really bad memory. I probably did hear it and forgot. Ain't No Grave. Thank you. I want to read that as well.
Sorry, wait. I'm going to need to turn my phone. Oh, yes.
Bread in packages. Wow. Oh. Go to Marshall's to find an inexpensive rice maker and then YouTube Japanese rice techniques. I found one that was like for the stovetop that I was going to try. And ramen, oh, it was so good. It was so good to have your huge thing of beer in one hand and drink it and eat your ramen. The only complaint I have is about water. You get these tiny cups for water. And I'm like, are people thirsty? This isn't the beer's not hydrating me. Soft drinks aren't hydrating. I miss water. Like I was constantly like in need of water. That was my only complaint.
Really?
Oh, here's your boy, Harvey Picar's ghost. Is that how you say it?
I'm Melanie. I did want to ask you, since I finally got the books that y'all sent me, that you and Omar sent me with Maddie. Whose idea was this?
That was not my idea, I swear.
And this? Sorry.
Oh, yeah! Maybe that was my idea.
Yeah, actually, yeah, that makes sense.
Hey, that's not open, though. Why has it still got the plastic on it? You think it's a collector's item? You're not going to read trouble?
I don't think I plan on opening that, to be honest.
It's not. It's not.
And this must be Omar. Like,
oh,
there's no way it's not.
Yes. Here is the David Nakayama foil of Dark Phoenix. He got two. Where's the other one?
Oh, that's.
I don't know where the other one is because he's got the green outfit as well, and it's so pretty. I'm a sucker.
It kind of looks like Poison Ivy in this. It's pretty.
You just got Poison Ivy on the brain. Hey, how's Poison Ivy been doing since I haven't read past those first volumes of Poison Ivy? The ones that you've seen.
It's been fantastic. Actually, I think just in the recent, I mean, with not going into spoilers or anything, just like the latest issue was a great like conclusion to the entire 23 issues that came beforehand. And now we're like starting something new when I believe the series will restart in September. So that'll be a great new start. Hopefully.
Oh, good. Good. I do want to continue reading it. I need
Please do. I think you will like it.
John, here's the second time you're tempting me to flip you off. Trouble's much better than Tom King's Mr. Miracle. I love Mr. Miracle so much.
I've read like half of it of Mr. Miracle, but I kind of fell off.
Oh, it's okay. That is.
But I didn't do it.
I love the artwork. I love the 9-panel format. I love the dry humor and the depression, and that sounds bad, but it's just, I love it. I love that book so much. I used to clay, I don't know how to say that word, nabe from Japan to cook my rice in. It's kind of expensive, but makes the rice taste great. All the great like hay-like flavors come through. Oh, thank you. So Bara was talking about like how much I love Japanese food. Everything except two things just tasted so good. I was like, no, I don't want McDonald's. I don't want it, because I already tried that. That was like in 2008. I was like that. I was like, oh, I want something I had that's familiar to me, familiar to my palate. Nope, not this year. I was like, no, nothing American. Get away. I want solely Japanese food, and now I miss it.
I mean, it's great to explore. I think local food is so integral to local culture. And if you really want to experience the culture of the place that you're in, I think going for local food is probably the best way to do it.
Yeah, and you didn't need that much. It was small portions, but I'm surprisingly full. Because everything I feel like was high quality. Like it filled you up. It didn't have the fillers that American food has that you have to eat to feel full, ironically. Bar, who would you put on your Mount Rushmore of female comic characters?
Does that mean like my favorite characters or characters that I think are iconic and deserve to be there?
Because I'm going to interpret for Richard's question as favorite.
Okay, I think my top two are probably a little obvious. I mean, maybe Harley and Ivy. Harley and Ivy, Wonder Woman. The fourth one, you can go between different characters.
Oh, Richard said a little of both. So maybe, okay, you've already said your favorite, right? Who's an iconic character then?
Wonder Woman. I said Wonder Woman, so that can be both. Okay. And Harley is also pretty iconic. I mean, come on, she's quite a pop culture character these days. Shut up, Josh. And I'm thinking of maybe Batwoman for the last place. Huh. You know, that's actually, the last one is actually very difficult. Because I can think of multiple characters that I can fit in there. Batwoman.
Do you like Elektra?
I do like Elektra. I do like Elektra, but I don't think I've read enough of her to put her there yet.
It's your list. That's all that matters.
I'm like trying to look at my collection to like look for help.
No punchline. You want punchline in your
Black Widow
in your network? Who is it? Black Widow?
The token Marvel character.
the one female on my shirt of Deadpool's.
I give it to her because she's the reason why I started reading Marvel, because I liked her in the Marvel movies, and I was like, okay, which Marvel movie and which Marvel character from the movies attracts me to read the comics? And I'm pretty sure her Black Widow by wait, let me reach for it. Oh, the Mark Waid, I think. The Mark Waid series was, I believe, my first Marvel. So yeah, I'll give it to her. It was great.
I watched Harley and the Birds of Prey, the movie, on the plane, and I didn't finish it. Did you like that movie?
It's one of my all-time favorite movies, like ever.
To be fair, I think it was like almost time to land or something. I just didn't go back to it. Okay, the way she feels about was it a cheese, egg, sausage, biscuit or something? That
Yeah.
I liked that part. That's how I felt about
the duck sandwich.
I was like, oh, I love you so much. What was it?
It was a duck egg sandwich. Duck.
Okay. That part I totally related to. And being just hyper and happy in Japan, like I relate to that part. I was thinking about it, like.
Wait, was that the first time you watched it though?
Mm-hmm. I never watched it. Yeah.
Now that's the disappointing part, Melanie. They need to
All
that
right. My two students in my film studies class last year on separate days saying, "You call yourself a film studies teacher and you haven't watched." Oh, now I've forgotten the name of the movie. Polar Express, and I'm like, okay, first of all,
Polar Express.
Interest in watching Polar Express. It does not look. It's Uncanny Valley. It doesn't look interesting to me. I don't want to watch.
Why am I on here?
Why do people feel so strongly about Polar Express? I can't multitask, or I could put a poll up. Polar Express, yay or nay?
Polar Express was my childhood.
Oh, okay.
And it might make people old.
Favorite local food spots? I don't think we picked anything. Nothing was ever on purpose. It was kind of like, oh, here we found some Wagyu. Let's go to this place, or here's a ramen shop right here. I'm trying to remember. Oh, an onsen, a bear onsen restaurant where the stuff that melts in the bowl was in the shape of a bear, like the flavor or whatever, for you to like cook your meat in and such. So it was a bear, and he was taking a hot bath in onsen. That was the only place like we went to.
They have the cutest, most random things over there, from what I hear.
It was. I'll have to upload pictures sometimes. Yeah, okay, here. Bart, let's see. You talk about something. I'm gonna put the poll up. Love the police station scene. Oh no, I was confused. I was like, why is nobody fighting back against her shooting them with
this is Harley's mind. You have to watch that movie thinking I'm watching something from Harley's broken brain, and this is just how she sees things. She's an unreliable narrator, and the way that's
true.
The things that you see are not actually, I mean, those splatters are not actually, they're not actually glitter, let's just say, and those were most likely real bullets rather than those balls things that she threw at them. So
I'm gonna go to YouTube and put up a poll for the Polar Express.
I gotta say that while I do understand a lot of the criticism against the movie, I do myself still have criticisms against it, especially the elephant in the room, Cassandra Cain. I do think that it should not have been Cassandra. It should have just probably been some random girl, like a new character. I just think it was a little cheap to go for Cassandra and not making it Cassandra. But I think that's like my one big complaint about the movie. Um, but when I'm not watching it as like a fan of the comics, it's just such a fun comfort movie. Like I can't understand how can people watch something so zany and so crazy and fun and be like, nah. I mean that's just my personal opinion. But I do get a lot of the criticism against it.
All right, I put the poll up for the Polar Express. Yay or nay? We'll see how many people like it. First watch made me think John Wick with glitter, but Cassandra done dirty sucked. Oh, and on the plane, I was like, I'll watch John Wick 4. Then I started and I was like, oh, I already watched it. I forgot. See you later, Richard.
See you later.
Do you want to see Harley rebooted under James Gunn, or would you prefer to have Margot back? I would like to have Margot personally.
Margot. I mean, I can't say I'm unbiased. Margot Robbie is what got me into Harley Quinn, into comics. She's kind of responsible for all of this money spending. So that's kind of her fault. I mean, look, I have this hanging out on my wall. I can't really say I don't want her back. And especially considering the fact that she's so even in recent months she still talked about Harley and how much she loves her and misses playing her. And I've rarely seen actors who are that passionate about the characters that they play, especially when it comes to comic book adaptations. And the fact that she's read the comics even way beyond just Harley comics, she's read Batman, she's read Birds of Prey, she's read like a lot of comics and really fell in love with it to kind of like understand the fan point of view. And that's kind of a dedication. I don't know how many actors will have. I don't know if a new Harley actor will have such a dedication to this character and the DC universe, and especially considering the fact that she really wants Harley and Ivy to happen on the big screen. So, I want Margot.
Did you know she's pregnant?
Yeah, I saw it on Reddit.
Congratulations for her.
Yeah, I'm so happy for her.
There were gashapon machines in Japan of Ranma, one half of it's a Omar. He kept putting that money in trying to get Akane. That's the one he wanted. And so yeah, we're I want to check out the new Ranma one half show. There was a lot of Lum by Rumiko Takahashi because I didn't know that she was rebooted a couple of years ago. Yeah, the gashapon machines were a lot of fun. Oh, and then I went and wasted a ton of money on the crane machines. I didn't win anything this year. Pissed me off. I tried for a One Piece figure. I tried for a Kirby backpack. Even a stupid little fan because it was so hot. And I was like, I'm spending so much more money on this fan than it actually would cost if I just went out and bought it, because all these things that you see in the machines, you could go buy at another store.
It's not just the price, it's the pride of winning.
Yes, exactly.
Yes,
I wanted to win it.
It's the fact that you can show it to someone and be like, I want it.
Logan's saying not many. A lot of actors will just read what's required for them to understand the characters. Some don't even do that. Let's see. I like when new actors get to try characters. Give people a chance to surprise us. A new Harley, a new Wolverine, a new Iron Man, all of them. I did like Robert Downey Jr. as Iron Man, though. Man, Hey, dork, I'm the type of person that replays the same video games over and over from my childhood because I don't like giving new things a chance. Well, it's not just that. It's just I just automatically go for like, oh, I love this game so much, I'm going to play it again.
I agree. I do like new things, but I have to say, maybe one of my reservations when it comes to a new Harley is my fear that I'll go from like the very beginning, you know, like the Joker story again, like restarting, maybe Suicide Squad all over again. And I'm kind of like, come on, we got to see that already. Let's get on with it.
Yeah. And Ben, you just helped move a comic book store? That's awesome. How far? Tell us a little bit more. Like, how far was the move? Was it just down the road? Was it to another city?
How many stuff did you steal?
Oh my, yeah. Yeah, oh, maybe in the reboot, Akane will keep her hair long.
I swear you and Josh talk a different language when you talk about. I don't understand a thing.
I replay games from my childhood over and over because they are good games. Maybe that is why you play them too. Yeah. Yes. Don't give new things a chance. Omar is safe. So I get that. I'm playing N64 games over right now. But as long as it's not Origins, I just hate people thinking no one can ever do better. We won't know if no one gives it a try. That's true. Oh, I forgot about the poll. How many people? Oh, it's kind of close. 46% yay, 54% nay. I'm gonna end it.
Who are you people?
Oh, it was only 4 blocks away. Good. Mainly bookshelves and tables.
Wow.
Gotcha. Hopefully, the new Rama 1/2 show finally gives us an anime version of the manga's ending. The original show never did that. Oh, no, I didn't watch but the first season of the show, so I didn't know how it ended. But I do know what happens at the end of the manga. They can't hear bells. They're just cranky. Oh, so is that like a Christmas thing in the movie? You hear bells
it's
ringing.
A Christmas movie.
It's
quite literally a Christmas movie, Melanie. My goodness. I'm a Jewish girl, and I grew up watching a Christmas movie, and you didn't.
I didn't.
It's
maybe
Tom
it was different.
Hanks.
Who we are? We are people with taste. No, I love Tom Hanks, but that's not. That's a weird animated.
The Final Shadow. I take that as a personal attack.
Okay, we've got a couple minutes left till we hit 1 o'clock, and Josh talked about ramen. It's making me hungry too. I'm like, oh, I'm getting a little dizzy. I need to eat
food. I thought you were talking about manga.
Oh no, Rama. Yes, Rama is manga, and that's the character's name. And I accidentally said it for ramen because I'm that hungry.
Oh, so you made it about food. I get it.
Timothy is asking, are we going to get an overview of the new Lobo Compendium? I believe Omar said yes. He still needs to open the box. He is at TFCon right now in Canada. And he said maybe it'll take a couple of weeks.
May I ask you a question?
No, you may not. Goodbye. What's your question, honey?
During this long time, Omar kept releasing a lot of new videos. I do wonder how long before the trip did it take him to film all of those?
Oh, he worked hard. It was every day, just filming and getting ready so that we'll have enough videos while gone on vacation. Right. And people help too, like Tom of X making videos, and Maddie and Amanda, and yeah, it was really hard because he's like we can't afford to have a day without videos. Because I mean, honestly, if you look our numbers, like videos don't get that many views, right? It's that we've got a lot of them.
Yeah.
So, to keep the I don't know. I don't look at the analytics. I don't understand, but he sees all the behind the scenes stuff and what works the best and things. So
what, even during the trip, he's like on a schedule. Okay, now at 1 p.m. I have to release this video. And
no,
stuff like
you can schedule on YouTube Studio for a certain time to re-release. The only time he can't do that though is when he has something for Patreon to see 24 hours before it's released to the public. Like he'll set his alarm to wake up to like at 6 a.m. or whatever to set it, like, because if you have it unlisted for Patreon to see, then you have to manually go in. You can't schedule it for it to be public. But Dawn of X was releasing videos as well, like doing a lot of behind the scenes stuff.
I mean, that's dedication.
Oh, good. So it didn't seem like we were on vacation because because he was good. Like he would sometimes, I could see like have YouTube Studio put up, but we were just so busy that he didn't have time to, and I was proud of him. He had a vacation. We enjoyed ourselves.
And that's good to hear. I'm happy for you all.
Who else made a video that got you over 100K? Who was it? Wait, I don't. Oh, good. I'm glad. Thank you, Josh. Did anyone see Santa Claus the movie? That was one with Dudley Moore and John Lithgow, produced by Sal Kynes, who did the Christopher Reeve Superman movies. Santa Claus the movie. I don't think I did. It was you? I thought it was Dom, was it? That's awesome.
Gosh, nobody watched it. Nobody cares.
Wait 15 minutes later. No, that was awesome.
Don't encourage him.
How about a couple more questions?
Let's do it.
Then we're gonna head out. That's true. Rama and Hap and Rama are the same. Ramen are the same. You put in one, they change shape. Poison Elves is the one that crossed 100K. Yay! Oh, I will encourage him because he has a great comic. What are you reading right now, Bar?
I started reading this beautiful Absolute today.
Oh,
New Frontier.
Lots of people like that book.
Yeah, I actually just got a week ago, and I'm so excited because I was holding out on reading this for years until I'll be able to get this Absolute. And thankfully this month I got a nice boost in my salary, like a one-time boost, and I was like, let's go for it. Let's do it.
Oh, well, congratulations on the, I guess, a raise, a bonus,
The one-time
bonus. Rest in peace, Darwin Cook. It is good. It's got great art. It's a great story. I just didn't get into it.
I also just finished the other day a prose book called The Priory of the Orange Tree, if you heard of it.
Mm-mm.
Beautiful book, very long, 835 pages, but it was great. You should check it out if you like fantasy. I don't know if you like fantasy.
Not really. Check it. And that's why I almost quit Court of Thorns and Roses. Well, and also she was just such a perfect character that was getting on my nerves. I was like, oh no, this is Beauty and the Beast. She's a Mary Sue and she's perfect. And but then it got really violent, and I'm like, okay. Oh, thanks, James. Let's see.
Yes.
So, Logan, to answer your question, I'd love to go to Japan every year. That would be amazing. I remember 2008, the plane ride back. I was like, I'm never going to Japan again. Oh, that ride is rough, but Japan it's truly magical. I loved it so much.
It's a dream.
I would love to go back again. I did miss my kids a lot, though, a whole lot. So go back with my kiddos. Yeah.
One day I'm hoping to go to the United States. Hopefully.
Which part?
I'm hoping to first of all specifically go to San Diego Comic-Con or just a big con to experience it. You know, I've never been to any con. And just like watching your videos with Omar, I get so jealous, like so envious. Like I want to meet that person. I want to meet that person. I want that comic. And yeah, I just that's a dream. And my sister already committed to when I'll do it one day, she'll come with me.
Maybe
So,
a smaller con in the San Diego. Not, I've never been, but if you're wanting to like meet like creators, like based it on, okay, you're the creator, the guest list, like then plan to go to that con, right?
yeah.
I bet you in San Diego it'd be really hard to actually talk and meet people.
Yeah. You know, that's why it's just an option. And I do know that Comic-Con, San Diego Comic-Con, while it does still have comic book panels and stuff, it became more about movies and video games and TV shows. And so, yeah, I'd like to go to like something like C2E2, which seems very comic book oriented.
Yeah, C2E2 is fun.
I'm
Thank you
curious.
guys so much for joining Bar and I. And James is saying everyone seems to be going to Heroes Con 2025. Super Laugh Heart said he might be coming. Awesome. Oh, Newsweek channels forgot entirely that my hometown is doing their first comic convention right now. Oh. Are you going to go to it? Thank you guys so much for watching and for joining us. And please join us Monday, 6 p.m. Eastern time to celebrate hitting 100K subs. And that won't be the giveaway. That'll be a Saturday morning in the future. And we're having a book club meeting tomorrow via Zoom on the Patreon, the $7.77 tier over Transformers by Daniel Warren Johnson. And that is at that's at when? Are you going to join us, Bar?
It'll be a little too late for me, unfortunately.
6
Yeah,
p.m. 6 p.m.
I believe
Eastern
it'll be
time.
like 2 a.m. for me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Sorry, guys. Have a great weekend, you guys. Is there anything you want to say before end the stream?
Thank you for having me. I wasn't expecting to be on the stream, so thank you. This was fun. Rewatch Birds of Prey. That's what I want to say.
Okay. And love you guys. Thanks for joining. As always, stay minty. Bye-bye.